And government has collected just over $42 million in revenue from January to March 2013, when compared to just over $38 million for the same period in 2012, according to Premier and Finance Minister Dr. Orlando Smith. In response to questions from opposition member for the 3rd District, Julian Fraser, during the 7th sitting of the House of Assembly, the Premier said the budgeted amounts for revenue for 2013, which was done on a prorated basis, meaning adjusted proportionately, do not reflect the seasonality of the revenue streams of the government.
This is a point that I expect to have corrected by the next budget cycle. I can say, however, Madam, that there has been some variances from what we usually get, but the patterns remain the same.
The Finance Minister was asked to state the revenue and expenditure for each of the months, January, February, and March of 2013, and indicate whether government is on par with budget projections, and also to compare the same figures with those for the same period of 2012, while indicating where the revenue was derived in dollar amounts. The Premier said for 2013, $9.7 million was collected in January, $21.8 million in February, and $11.6 million in March, compared to revenue collection for 2012, which regarded $9.2 million in January, $15.7 million in February, and $13.6 million in March.
In 2012, Madam Speaker, the aggregated figures track reasonably close to the 2013 figures, though the total year-to-date revenue intake is a bit higher than that of last year, thus far to the tune of about 11%. Madam Speaker, due to the change in the chart of accounts, it will be difficult to compare the revenue collected in 2013 with that collected in 2012 on a disaggregated level. However, the Treasury statements which have been provided should enable the member to examine them closely for any relevant information required beyond the aggregated figures.
In respect to expenditure, the Premier said government has been conservative in order to not outpace revenue too much during this low revenue period. However, 2 of the 3 months, the expenditures outstripped revenues. Premier Smith also pointed out that the accounts for March 2013 are not yet closed, so those figures can be subject to change later on.